Hi guys, it's Mrs. Pommer and Noah. We're out in the garden today and we're going to be doing some more garden math. We have hats on, as you can tell. When we recorded this, it was a little cold out. We're going to show you two things you can plant no matter how cold it is outside. You can actually start these in March. We're in April right now, but we have radishes and peas. And we're just going to show you some math on how to get this done. All right, let's go. When we first started growing a garden, this is the book that we found that really helped us make sense on how to space out our plants, and it's based on square feet, which if you're in 3rd grade, 4th grade, or 5th grade, you do a lot of work with square feet and area, and that's basically what this is all about. So Noah, let's look up, there's a page in this book that has guidelines for different plants and how many you can put in a square foot. So will you look up how many radishes can be put in a square foot?
16 plants.
16? Okay, how many peas?
8.
8. All right, so keep that in mind. And after we look that up, we're gonna look at a grid. Okay, so our garden, first of all, let's explain this grid. I'm gonna stand up and have a closer look. And Noah, can you help draw a grid on this garden for me with your finger? So here is the garden we're going to be planting today, and we drew just a quick grid of this. And how do I know that this is the grid? If Noah can take this tape measure, Noah, will you take it down to the garden and measure the bottom of the garden? Let's see, how many? Well, he's
64.
holding it upside down, but let's see how many feet. Okay, I had Noah take the tape measure and stretch it out along the bottom of the garden, and the tape measure shows us this garden is 4 feet long. Now, if we take the tape measure and we measure the side of the garden, it's about 2 feet wide. So we are working with a grid on our whiteboard here. And Noah, you can help me out with this. This is a picture of our garden, and let's see if we have 16 radish plants to put into 1 square foot. How could we make that picture? 16, let's try to make it in like an array to make it very evenly spaced.
Well, you got to think about it this way by this way. So you have like 2 sides you can split the radishes into. And I feel like the best way you can split the radishes into an equal array is like this. And then you get them bigger and bigger until it's 16, like that.
So you made 4 rows of 4.
Yes.
Okay, let's see how that looks.
By changing the size of it over and over until it's by like equal square size.
Okay, we're gonna draw a grid on our garden with our fingers and try to make 16 holes. Okay, Noah, go ahead and draw a grid with your fingers on our garden. So he's gonna go straight across, just like our map. Okay, so I can see that line, and it's kind of like the line going across.
Split it in half.
And then if we split this in half going down,
Now we got 4, but we need
a total of 8 because this garden is...
So then you just split the half in half on both sides.
Nice. What you did was you made a grid in our garden that matches this. Okay. All right, Noah's gonna take 2 rulers, which are 1 foot long, and just kind of show you that each one of these squares is 1 foot by 1 foot. So here's one side and another. Okay, so in square foot gardening, you work with 1 square foot at a time, And you can see Noah kind of drew a line here with his fingers. So Noah, go ahead and let's make that array with your fingers. You'll just poke little holes. He's going to clean some of the leaves off first. And then he has a nice space. If there's a couple weeds, you might want to pull them out. And now using your finger, just poke the holes. An array of 4 rows and 4 columns where we'll plant the radishes.
Give me another second.
Okay, he's still cleaning it up. And this is how simple it is to plant radishes, and it doesn't matter that it's kind of cold out today.
So I'm gonna poke one in the middle. Actually, this is even, so
he's trying to get an array of 4 by 4 in this hole, and let me just help him get started.
Oh, I have an idea. You make a little line, and then make another line, and another line. So you have a grid inside your grid.
Okay, so he's going to make a grid inside the grid and have 16 places.
So it looks like there's one there, 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 and one there.
Okay, nice. You made a really nice array of holes, and each one of these holes we will plant a radish in. Here are what the radish seeds look like. They're pretty small. Noah's going to grab one at a time and put one in each hole.
Holes are a little hard to see. Sorry about that.
Hey Noah,
Yeah?
what do you call half the diameter of a radish?
I don't know. What do you call that?
The radius. Get it?
Yeah.
All right, he's going to put one of these little seeds in each hole, and that will make one radish. And radishes grow really quick too. All right, I'm going to let him finish that. Okay, now Noah is covering up all of those holes, and we are going to move on to our next seed, which is the peas. Now I'm going to show you what we have set up here. In the back of this garden bed is what we call a trellis, and it's for plants to climb on. And peas are a plant that like to climb. They grow on a vine. We also have put some stakes here in the middle of this row. So it would be, if you're looking at the map here that we made, in the back of the garden there would be a bit of a trellis for peas to grow on. You have to keep this in mind for peas. And then we're having a space going down the middle where we'll add some more stakes. So these X's are where the stakes are for peas to grow on. So Noah told us that we need 8 pea plants per square foot. So Noah, I'm going to give you the marker and show how you could do 8 evenly, the most even way possible in this square foot. How can we do 8 pea
You have 2 sections to put them in because of the vines. So you want to count them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So you made 2 rows of 4.
Yeah.
And we had to work around the stakes so that they're not right next to each other. Okay, so working around the stakes, Noah, let's clean up that square foot and get some peas in there.
We'll come back to you once we go.
Should we grab the pea packet? Okay, Noah's going to clean it all up and then we'll come right back. All right, Noah cleaned up the space a little bit. I'm going to show you the packet that we're planting. These are called sugar snap peas, and the really cool thing about them is you can eat the entire thing. You don't have to open up the pod and get the peas out. You get to eat the entire thing, and we love these. We love to grow lots of them. So Noah, another thing about this, hold out your hand for a second. When you look at pea seeds, they're literally just peas. Yeah, they're just dried peas. That's how you grow peas, is you take the peas from the year before and you can dry them and grow them. Now we always just buy a packet each year because we end up eating all of our peas. So Noah, let's go ahead and
That is a new goal, actually. Save pea
Yeah,
seeds.
we do have a goal for that. Okay, so you made your map, Noah. You decided to make 2 rows of 4, so let's go ahead and poke holes and plant these. I can hold them while you poke.
We have, and this is not a rock. Hey, Mom.
What?
What do you get when you have a vegan pie?
A vegan pie. I don't know. What do you get?
P.14.
Oh, I get it. P.14 instead of 3.14. That's a good one, Noah. Okay,
So make a little hole. And I'm using this pole kind of like my half mark, so that I know where to put these holes in.
Okay. And if you didn't want to get your fingers dirty, I guess you could use the back of a wooden spoon or the bottom of the handle of a wooden spoon.
Like
but
really
hey,
just like a little circular,
any kind of circular shape. But hey,
as
I say
it's small.
if we're in the garden, let's just get dirty. Let's get our fingers dirty.
Don't use a cup though, that's probably too big.
All right, here's your peas. Put one in each hole, Noah. And then you'll be ready to cover those up.
Oh, we got some loose
That's
peas.
okay. And we'll let you finish that up. Okay, so we're gonna finish up with our planting once we finish the video. We just planted the first 2 squares here with radishes and peas. We have our map, and I just want to finish up with a little bit more garden math. First of all, this grid, I wanted to explain to you how this works with area and perimeter. So we know that each one of these is a square foot. So we have 1 foot here, and you saw with the ruler that we have 1 foot here and 1 foot here. So the bottom row is a total of 4 feet. The side is 2 feet. Now this is something that 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders need to practice so often, and this is such a simple one. The area of our garden would be what, Noah? What do we do to get area?
Length times width.
Length times width. So 2 times 4
And you should know by now that that is 8.
is 8. And I'm running out of room, but we would mark it like feet with a little 2. I call it a 2 on the shelf for squared. Okay, I know that's not very clear. Perimeter. How would we figure out perimeter?
You add length and width and then multiply by 2.
Okay, we can add length and width and multiply that by 2.
And that's only
We could also
that's
add,
only for like rectangles.
right, for rectangles. And if it's not a rectangle, just remember to add all sides. So if this is 4 feet, this is 4 feet. If this is 2 feet, this is 2 feet. 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4 is 8. So if we had 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 4, what is our total answer of the perimeter, which is around the garden?
12.
12 feet. I'm running out of room again. And on our garden, the perimeter would literally be the line that the wood forms, our wood box. Okay, now Noah, one more piece of math. If we have 4 spaces that we're going to grow radishes, and each space has 16, what's the total number of radishes that we're going to grow? 4 times how many?
16.
16.
You might not know this, so I'm gonna show you a way you can do it.
He's going to show us a strategy.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can use things you already know, like 4 times 10 and 4 times 6.
So you broke it up into 2 different problems.
So if you have times 10, you just add a 0 to
Right.
your number, and 4 times 6, you can skip count or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
I already know that's 24. And then you add these to get 64.
64.
And that is your
Okay.
answer.
That was a good strategy. Break it up into 2 problems that you know. Okay, so we'll have 64 radishes. That's a lot of radishes. What about peas? We have 4 squares, and each one will have 4 pea plants. How many pea plants are we going to have?
8 pea plants.
I mean 8 pea plants, you're right. So 4 squares that we're going to plant in, and 8.
Again, 8 times 4, you should basically
That's one of your basic math facts. 8 times 4, are you going to freeze up on this one?
Oh my god, H, hold on.
8 times 4 is what?
Okay, great. I'm losing myself. Anyways, you should know that's 32.
It's 32, so we're going to have quite a bit of veggies in here.
And no, I was not freezing up, I had an itch.
Oh, you had an itch, he wasn't freezing up. We're going to finish up our planting of radishes and peas. I hope you guys get out there and plant some of your own stuff. Now's the time to get stuff in the garden, guys, especially the peas and radishes that can take a little bit of cold. All right, see you next time. Bye.